What's going on, folks? Flight Simulation Experience back here for another stream. I hope you guys liked that intro. I was digging it. As you can see, we got power into the aircraft, got our external power on, sitting down on the ground in the beautiful country of Australia over here in... where exactly are we? We are in Mount Isa, Australia, which is kind of center Australia. If you see over here in Navigraph, we're sitting down right here. As you can see, here's the country of Australia. So we're right here in Isa, Mount Isa, and we're flying the Airbus A320 Neo with the fly-by-wire mod all the way to Whitsunday Coast Airport, which is along the coast of East Australia. Flight time is about an hour and 20 minutes, I believe, of flight time. Hour and 50 block time. So you can see our ground crew just finished the luggage services into the aircraft. And I wish this would just stay, this little stair truck would just stay there until I command him to go away, but he doesn't do that. So let's tell him to drive up again. As you can hear, PACX people are still loading into the aircraft. And speaking of loading into the aircraft, we need to come on down here to our FMC, and we need to go to, hopefully we don't experience any crashes today. I hope I didn't just jinx us. MCDU menu, no, yes, yeah, okay, there we are. What am I doing? ATSU, AOC. And we're gonna go to weight and balance, and we're gonna go and start our boarding process. Go ahead and link up SimLinks. As you can see, it just populated at YBMA Mount Isa to Whitsunday Coast, YBPN, altimeter 1010. Let's go ahead and set that right now to kilopascals 1010, check, and 1010 is now checked. Boarding has started. We are in the beautiful Virgin Australia livery. And let's go ahead and get our weather information printed. Back to ATSU, AOC, and let's go to weather request. And we are sitting on the ground at Yankee Bravo Mike Alpha. Yankee Bravo Mike Alpha to Yankee Bravo Papa Nora. Send that off. Company should send us a message here once the information has been received. Back to AOC menu, messages received. We do have our METAR message there. I'm going to go ahead and print that. My flaps retracted. They shouldn't be retracted. That's the time, 060 at 4 knots. And the altimeter 1010 indicated QNH 1010 as we could see. Okay. So winds are pretty calm, 060 at 4. It's not too bad. And the weather, QNH in Whitsunday, excuse me, International Airport is 1010 as well, with some winds of 210 at 4 knots. So pretty mild weather, which is good. And we're now going to go to our MCDU menu, go to ATSU, AOC, and we're going to go to init press. We're going to go ahead and request that, which it looked like it already was. Okay, great. Now we're going to go to init, and let's get in our airports, YBMA. To YBPN, is YBPN. I'm going to return that. Go ahead and align those IRSs, which looks like they already are. Cool. Go ahead and clear that. Yep, IRSs are already aligned, as you can see there. Great. We're going to go to cost index of 50. Cruise today is 330. Oops, put it in the wrong spot. And flight number is VIR 6827. Is it VIR? I don't remember. Let's check sim brief here. VIR 6827, that is correct. VAR 6827, beautiful. Let's go back here. Let's go to our fuels page. We're not going to need too much fuel. Block on this is 8068 kilos, so we're going to put 8100 kilos. So we're going to drop this down to 8190, that's fine. Let's do real time, 6 minutes. Got our ground crew refueling the aircraft 8.1. So we're going to click on 8.1 here in the fuel. And then we're going to update our zero fuel weight when all of our boarding has been completed. Now we'll go on to the flight plan. It's a pretty straightforward flight. We are departing out of runway 34. We're going to go ahead and insert that, and then we're just going direct. So from runway 34, we're going to race V. So race V. From race V, we're going direct to SIMAS, SIMAS.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When
From SIMAS, Davy.
Please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please
From
place
Davy,
all of your items
ALISN.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you.
Obviously,
If
it's
the
this one.
overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your
And then
items are
direct.
put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
So as you can see, straightforward flight plan. We're taking off runway 34 and making a quick right turn to our first fix, which will be Race V. R-A-C-E-V. Receive? I don't know. One of those. And then on to Simis, then Davy. Race V, Simis, then Davy, on to Alison, and then into our arrival, which is Whitsunday International, Whitsunday Coast Airport. As you can see, our fuel is still loading up. We need to turn on our ET time. Start up our APU, get the APU master to fire up. We're going to set our altitude to 33,000 feet. Flap is open. Go ahead and fire up that APU. Come on down here to our performance page. And today we're pretty light, so we're going to do very, very simple flaps 1 with a trim of 0.5. 0.5 there and indicated. So let's right about there. Alright. Flaps 1, 0.5. If we do flex today, which we will not do, it'll be at, what is the outside air temperature? 23, so we're going to do 38. Transition around here is 11,000 feet. Our computer is calculating us a V1 of 127, rotate at 128, V2 132. Beautiful. Back to our flight plan here. And we are pretty much all set to go. We do need to get our stop our boarding process when that's complete. Shooting for 0 feet weight of 60.0. So we're at 54, almost at 55, so we're almost done. APU is on and available. Pilot heat on. Get our APU bleeds coming on, and we're going to go ahead and tell our power guy he can drive away since our APU is fired up. So you know what? I totally forgot what time it is right now. So it's 2:32 p.m. That's not real world time. I think it's like 6 a.m. there right now, 7 a.m., something like that. All right. Let's go ahead and see what VATSIM looks like. And there's no ATC here in Australia. But we're going to go ahead and connect anyways. So we are BIR 6827 and we are a 320. So Airbus A320, boom. We are going to go ahead and connect. We're squawking mode Charlie, and we're going to flight plan. Actually, I just need to enter in, so if we do get ATC, they know what we're doing here. So our departure airport is YBMA. Our arrival airport is YBPN. Let's just confirm that. YBPN, that is correct. And Not going to worry about the alternate airport. Hour and 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes of fuel, roughly. Cruise is at 4:30 at 330. And we're going to come into sim briefs here. And we're going to give our routing. With most of it is direct. Go ahead and paste that. We're going to request the landing ILS-29. I'm going to go ahead and file that flight plan. Just take a look at this down here at 59. So we're just about done with our boarding process according to this. Get some of our charts up as well. This is almost done there. Great. So let's go to go ahead and pin that, and we're going direct, so the only thing we really are going to need is just the airports. And let's go to taxi, and we'll plug that in.
We're ready to go when you are.
Beautiful. So they just got done, and we're going to go ahead and stop our boarding process, and we're going to come on down to
Good
our
afternoon, ladies and
init
gentlemen,
ref.
and welcome aboard flight 6827.
Get our beacon
flight
light
time
on.
Will be roughly 1 hour. and
Get our
24
tug guy to
minutes.
come on up.
Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now
60,
shut down and
beautiful,
stowed.
right on the
If
money.
you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt
Alright.
and verify it is low and tight.
Got our beacon light on, and we got our tug coming up.
Must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure. Cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright, we're locked in. Did I see the flaps retracted? No, okay. So that's camera function number 6. So let's go ahead and release that parking brake. Parking brake is released. Lock our door. Alright. And let's go ahead and push back. And our engine will be into the ignition start mode. Engine number 2.
Please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
The aisles and exits need to be kept clear. So, if there is anything you haven't put in the overhead lockers, put them under the seat in front of you now. It's really important that your seatbelt is secure
Park brake set.
Down to turn on the oxygen. The bag might not inflate, but oxygen will be flowing. Put the mask over your mouth and nose and adjust the straps around your head to make sure it fits. Fit your mask first before helping anyone else with theirs.
Taxi light on. We're going to keep our APU fired up for right now, as we're just going to taxi with one engine.
You absolutely can't smoke
Flight control check.
flight, and that
Pull up.
means anywhere.
Pull
Not
down.
even the toilets.
Full left. Full right.
It's just not safe. The same goes for these electronic and smokeless cigarettes.
Brake check. Full left. Full right.
We all have a lot of electronic devices.
Parking brake released.
Switch to flight safe or airplane mode now. For more details on using your devices on the flight, please take a look at your safety card.
Runway 34.
Take your life jacket from under or next to your seat. Pull the tab to
Going to the
release
left
it.
here.
Jill opens the bag and takes the jacket out. Slip it over your head, past the straps around your waist and tie in a double bow at your side. Only inflate it when you're outside so it doesn't restrict your escape. Pull the red tab hard or blow into the tube to inflate. There's a light and a whistle.
Looks like
for
we're clear to the
attraction.
right and clear
Cabin
to
crew
the
will hand
left.
out smaller life jackets for children.
I'm going to start engine number 1.
To help reduce injury in an emergency landing, fasten your seatbelt tight. Put both feet together firmly on the floor, slightly under your seat. Place one hand over the other on the back of your head. Bend forward, elbows outside your knees. Rest your head on the seat in front if you can. If you have a child on your lap, place one hand on your head, lean over your child and place one hand on their head. Lights will guide you to the exits in an emergency, and there are signs above the doors. The cabin crew will point out the exits now. Please remember where your nearest exit is. It might be right there, behind you. If you need to open a door, move the big handle in the direction of the arrow. As the door opens, the slide will inflate.
All our lights
If
on.
it doesn't, then just pull the red handle.
Good start on engine number 1. Bypass inserted, and we are going to kill our APU as well as our master APU. APU bleed, master APU. Pilot heat can stay on.
Can also be used as rafts. Okay, we're nearly ready to go. Please now make sure your seatbelt's fastened low and tight. Your seat's upright, the armrest is down, and your footrest is tucked away. If your screen isn't in the back of the seat in front of you, return it to its
Runway
owner.
34 confirmed.
There's a safety card in your seat pocket. Have a good look through to remind you of what you've seen and for information about this particular aircraft. Please always pay attention to the signs and the crew. They're there to keep you safe, so if you have any questions, just ask. Now sit back and enjoy your flight, and thanks for watching.
So with the distance with this runway, we're going to do a Manitoba. We're not going to do a flex. Yeah, get a little better lined up here. Go ahead and brake. Parking brake is set. I'm going to go ahead and arm our spoilers. Engine crank set can go to normal. Flaps 1. Slats coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's Captain speaking. Number 1 for takeoff. We'll be airborne shortly. Flight time is about an hour and 34 minutes. Should have a nice one for you. We'll check back in with you once we're airborne. Landing lights on. Gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's Captain speaking. Number 1 for takeoff. We'll be airborne shortly. Flight time is about an hour and 34 minutes. Should have a nice one for you. We'll check back in with you once we're airborne. Takeoff config test and check. Go ahead and turn on our chronos to the on position to TARA, and we are going to go ahead and start our chronos. Go ahead and do a cabin full check.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Mount Isa traffic, Airbus A320 is Virgin Airlines 6827 departing runway 34, Isa Mount traffic. Okay, parking brake released, throttles to 50. Engines are stable, downward pressure on the nose, and Manflex SRS. Mantoga, excuse me, SRS. Airspeed is live, 80 knots, cross-checked. Release pressure on the nose. And V1, rotate. We are at a positive rate. Tap those brakes. Gears coming up. See you later, Mount Isa, excuse me. Runway nose and runway turnoffs can come off. Follow our flight directors here. We're going to go ahead and put in the throttle climb. Throttle climb detent. Pitch the nose down, and we're going to start our right turn here. And we'll go ahead and flaps clean. Following our flight directors on our PFD. Still manually flying. Slight left turn here to avoid this big cloud. Spoilers could go to the retract position. We're going to half fly to 11,000, and then we will turn on the autopilot, and we will also do our standard pressure. Increasing speed to 290. Go ahead and slight down pressure on the yoke. excuse me, on the stick. Speed is increasing. Just at about 11,000 feet, we're going to go ahead and autopilot master 1 indicated, and we're going to go ahead and do standard pressure. Standard, both cross-checked. And we are now at our cruise climb speed here at 290. And we're on our way to Recife. Taxi lights can come off, wing lights can come off, nose and runway turnoffs can come off, strobe, beacon, nav can all stay on. And we're going to make sure flaps retracted, engine mode cranked to normal position, ground spoilers have been disarmed, and we are going to, auto brake has been shut off. Everything looks good. After takeoff checklist looks complete. Take a sip of our coffee, and from this point, enjoy the flight. Flight looks pretty smooth. We're going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. That's smoking. There we go.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turbulence.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn on a couple bit of tunes here. Check, check, check. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this music off for a minute here. Turn it down. So, as you can see, we have lost our flight plan due to the fact that this is an experimental mod. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that we currently have lost our flight plan completely. We've done some work here on this, which is good, but let's go ahead and try to get our flight plan back in before we need to start our descent. YBMA, YBPN, use YBPN, return. YBMA, YBPN, YBPN. So all this populated, make sure our fuel calculations are all correct, which that does look right. Okay, so we go to flight plan now. We are now almost to the Davy fix. So let's go to Davy here. Davy. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly direct to Davy. Direct. And we're going to go ahead and manage that. So now the aircraft will fly direct to Davy. Now from Davy, we need to go to ALISN. It's obviously that one. Okay, so far so good. I believe that's the last fix we're gonna need. Right, and then we come on to our arrival. So we're gonna go back to, we're gonna go ahead and clear this discontinuity so the flight plan links up, and we're gonna take YBPN to our arrival, RNAV 29er Zebra. We're gonna go ahead and insert that. So let's go to our plan, come on here. So that is all correct, good. So we got our flight plan back in. Obviously we are following it, so let's go ahead and start our descent already. Let's go down to, well, do we need to? How far are we? Let's see. No, we still got a little while. So we're about 200, yeah, no, we don't need to descend. Alright, so we'll hold that there. We're holding our speed right now. Making a slight turn. We're going to get our final fix here for our approach into ILS 29er Zebra, which is PPPEB. That's going to go right here. Let's just double check it. Yep, looks right. PPEB to PPEI. PPPEB to PPEI. Perfect. Okay. So we're back on track. Oh, don't tell me the flight plan. Okay. Cool, so we're all good there, and as you can see earlier I was doing some information calculations here in the landing saying that we cannot land low brakes, low, medium, and maximum brake. Here's maximum, medium, and low, so we're going to plan for the medium. Should take us roughly around here. That's with a gross weight of 4,100, which is not going to be correct. It should be maybe, we don't really know yet. Maybe it's going to be 5,800 gross weight. See, it's a little less. Okay. It's going to be flaps full. The wind directions, temperatures 23, QNH 1009, runway altitude is 47 feet above sea level. Runway heading 286, dry conditions, slope 1, distance, landing distance allowed, which is runway LDA 2,073 meters from we check from the charts. Our approach speed is going to be 136, and we should have plenty of speed. So what we're going to actually go ahead and do is we're going to our performance page here, and we're going to do a landing of 133 plus 5. So we're going to do 138. I'm sorry, 137 is fine. So 137 transition, I believe, is 10,000. Borrow is 383. So we have to do a lot of these manual calculations because the fly-by-wire mod does not have the RNAV capabilities yet in this aircraft to land, do an RNAV full approach. It has to be basically manual from us, but that's fine. We just got to follow our charts and make sure our speeds and our, that we're just very cognizant and aware of, what the airplane's doing. And since this doesn't have an RNAV, let alone a vertical VNAV, vertical navigation, even though the Airbus A320, 321, 319, the whole Airbus family has VNAV, this one specifically doesn't have VNAV incorporated in it yet from the fly-by-wire team, which they are working on now. So that's why they implement these tools here, top of descent. Like, where are you going to start your descent from? So as you can see, we're synced up. The aircraft, our computer knows the aircraft's at 33,000 feet, and we are just about 50-ish nautical miles to Davie. So the airport's about 240 nautical miles away, maybe 220, give or take. So we'll probably start our descent once we get to about 80 to 100 nautical miles. And that's pretty much what's going on. So, yep. So Alcin is 160. So we still got a while, probably 10 minutes until we start a descent. So as you can see again, we just suffered a glitch in the experimental mod. It clearly says in the fly-by-wire literature that you may experience bugs and weird behaviors that the airplane will do. We just experienced another one there. Alright, we're going to bring this down to 5,000. And you see we're 120 nautical miles away. So 120 nautical miles away. So if we were 125 nautical miles, let's see, distance, 125 nautical miles. So right now we get to descend at 1550. I think we should descend a little faster than that. So this is our 5,000 feet fix, PPPEB, and yeah, it's about 125 nautical miles. So alright, 120, that's good. So we're going to drop at 1,600 feet per minute for right now. There it goes. And ladies and gentlemen, from up front here, is Cap speaking. You see we started the descent, slow descent, into up front here is Cap speaking. You see we started the descent, slow descent into Whitsunday Coast Airport. It's got some nice weather out there for you. Beautiful, partly cloudy. We have 23 degrees Celsius. And minor winds coming out of the east at 5 knots. Pleasure having you on board with us. We hope to see you in the future on another Virgin Airlines flight. Flight test with cabin for arrival. Slow descent into Whitsunday Coast Airport. It's got some nice weather out there for you. Beautiful, partly cloudy. We have 23 degrees Celsius and minor winds coming out of the east at 5 knots. Pleasure having you on board with us. We hope to see you in the future on another Virgin Airlines flight. Flight test with cabin for arrival. Alright, so we're about 100 now. 17 is fine. So what we're going to do from Osine, we're going to go straight off, come on around here into our arrival, just like that. Looks like it's got us doing the opposite. It's got some weird thing going on like this. We're not going to follow that. We're going to take it manual once we hit our fix here. About 85 now. Yep, 1600. We're still in range, so we're looking good. Altimeter 1009er, 200 at. Ooh, okay, so the winds have calmed down. 200 at 2 now. Winds have changed, 200 at 2. Temperature is now 20 degrees. 1009 on the QNH. Go ahead and update that. Beautiful. CR. See, it's updated here. So somewhere, I believe it's somewhere around here is the airport. Auto brake set, medium, check. So we're about 70 nautical miles now. So 1700, so we're gonna go ahead and increase our descent to 1700. See, the water is right here. Go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on. Wing light can come on.
Gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time to return to your seats and fasten the seatbelt.
Do a quick restroom break before we get closer to the arrival. see the airplane starting to turn. We're not going to do that. .090 on our heading. .5,000 at 58 nautical miles. Alright, we can go ahead and drop this descent rate to about 12, let's go 1400 is fine. Excuse me, let's do 1100, that'll work. 1200. And let's fly heading 096. Feet. 1100. And now let's do a heading of 100. Oh man, look at the coastline. Good so far. You can see we're off course a little bit, but that's what we want. And let's actually turn left heading 095. 093. Now we can turn heading of 100. So about 35 nautical miles. Go ahead and sync that. 3.5, so 1,000 feet per minute roughly. Coming up on our transition at 10,000, and we are going to turn on our landing lights at 10,000 as well. 1,500 feet. We'll turn to 105. See our speed is slowing here. Go ahead and get out some speed brakes, spoilers. Retract spoilers. And this side of the airplane looks beautiful. Alright, 10,000. Landing lights coming on. Nose lights coming to takeoff, and runway turnoffs on. We are lit up like a Christmas tree. One zero 1009, I believe, is QNH. Sync that. 5,000 descent at 25 nautical miles. That is about good there. We're now going to come on down to QNH 1009er. Winds are still the same. So 1009, 1009, and 1009er here. Great. Looking good. Drop to 1,400 feet per minute. Love the water masking here. The coloration looks awesome. Got all these trees. So Pepib is coming up on almost directly to the right of us. So we're going to come out for about a couple more nautical, about 5-6 more nautical miles. And we're going to make a right turn. As you can see, it's about 10 nautical miles to our right. So we're going to go ahead and drop this to 1,100 feet per minute. We need to be at 5,000. Okay. Speed brake spoilers, excuse me, is arm, ground spoilers. Wow. Look at this coastline, beautiful. Love how they did the water masking here. It looks really, really awesome. Okay, right turn. So we're 10 nautical miles away. We're going to hold. And now we're going to slow her down. A little bumpy. Direct. Why isn't the fix in there? PEBB. That's interesting. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we're holding at 5,000. $3,400. Let's go ahead and drop. Drop this guy to 215. Flaps one out. According to our charts, they say we need to be at a down rate descent of 5.5. Flaps 2. There's the runway there.
2,500.
Check. Alright, let's go to flaps 3. Flaps 3 indicated. We're going to hold at 2,000. Excuse me, we're going to hold at 1,800. $160, and let's go to flaps full. Spoilers are armed. And let's advise cabin crew.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Performance. $137. Final approach speed. Kill the autopilot. Gears down 3 green. Auto brake set to medium. And spoilers are armed and indicated. Cabin crew's been advised. We are coming down on the speed. Beautiful. All our lights are indicated. See the pappies. Let's go ahead and start that recording. A little high, can make that correction.
$100 above. 500. Minimum.
Continue. These trees
400.
really ain't there in real life.
$300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Reversers, nose down gently. Don't think we're gonna make this turn off. No, 60 knots. We will not make that. Manual braking. All right. Let's go ahead and stop the recording. And let's just go ahead and check the replay out. Not too bad on the landing there. Right on the 1,000 footers too. Little off center. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and replay that again. Got a little smudge right here. Looks cool. Little off center, but other than that, we greased it real nice. Don't sink.
Think. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah, they've done a lot better on the shadow of the aircraft. The rendering of that shadow looks so accurate. Beautiful. Boom. Out from this side. Shift the scope here. Minimum.
400.
383 is the minimums.
300.
Yeah, it doesn't record the minimums, I guess.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Yeah, off center a little bit. do this. This might crash the sim, but I'm willing to take the risk because so obviously it's following. So let's go to camera. We are under showcase, drone focus mode. Trying to look for track our drone follow mode. Turn that off. There we go. There she is. I think one more and we're good. It's a cool little airport too. I don't know what happened to this runway, but it's runway under construction, it looks like. Barely see him. Alright. I think we're done here. And we're going to go ahead and stop the replay now. We'll go ahead and kill that replay. And we're going to come back to our camera, go to our cockpit here. Alright, let's get our APU fired up. Let's park this bad boy. Wing light can come off. APU master coming on. Wing lights can come on. Taxi light can stay off. Wing turn-offs can stay off. Retract those flaps. Start our APU. Standby compass can come off. AP's available. AP bleed coming on. Engine number 1 shutting down. Engine number 1 spooling down. Runway turnoffs can come off. Strobe light can come off. Nav light can come off. Beacon will stay on. Closer here. I think it's about good right there. Go ahead and set that parking brake. Engine number 2 coming down. Taxi lights off. Non-smoking off, and seatbelt signs coming off. Steers coming down. These can come back on, and crew oxygen light come back off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Alright, let's get our luggage people. It's probably not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Maybe if I fire up pushback tool, it will do it. Nope. See if we do it from the iPad here. Baggage, external power. Nope. Alright folks, welcome to Whitsunday Coastal Airport. That was a beautiful flight. Forgot to stop our chronos, but it's about an hour and 58 minutes total. Airtime about an hour and 30 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that. We don't have external power because we don't have a power truck outside and we can't get one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just completely shut this whole thing down. The APU will slowly come down and that's pretty much it. Alright folks, that's it from me. I'm going to go ahead and turn off PACX. Alright folks, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe or hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you in the next flight.